Hello, how are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Sichamba Jacob. I guess you are doing fine wherever you are. So, how do you integrate a partial fraction like this one? First thing must be to decompose the partial fraction right here. So, we get it. That's 2x minus 1 over 4x minus 3 power 4 is equal to, okay. So to decompose this, we shall write these bars. Hopefully you're able to see, okay. There are four of them because of this number, this power. So there must be four of them. So you say 4x minus 3, okay. Next you write the same 4x minus 3. This time around you put a power 2. Next, you write the same 4x minus 3, you put a power 3. 4x minus 3 power 4. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to be. So here there is power 1, power 2, power 3, power 4, up to the number which is right here. So on top here, you start writing A, B, C, and D. Okay. So after that, you now just get what is here. So you write, that's 2x minus 1. Okay. So after writing 2x minus 1, you you now find the lowest common denominator, which is of course this one. So you find the lowest common denominator, which is 4x minus 3, okay, power 4 there. You just get what is here and then put it as your lowest common denominator. Thereafter, you say this stuff into this. It's what? It's it's 4a minus 3 power 3. Okay, plus here b, it will be 4x minus 3 power 2. Here it will be c multiplied by 4x minus 3, no power this time around, okay, plus a d without being multiplied by anything, because this whole thing into this, it's 1. 1 times d, it's d, just like that. All right, so at this point, we can now forget about the denominator, okay? So we just say 2x minus 1 is equal to a, okay? We just copy what is on top. Forget about the denominator, just copy what is on top. So this is what we have right here. All right, so now it's an issue of getting rid of the brackets, okay? So before we get rid of the brackets, we get rid of this power and this power. So it will be like this. We have 2x minus 1, okay? That one is equal to a. Here we shall have 64 x power 3 minus 144 x power 2, and then plus 108 x minus 27. So all these, when you distribute this power, okay, you work out, okay, you get what I've gotten here. In short, you get this times this same thing 3 times, it will give you this. Next, you shall have b, and then this one, it will be 16x squared minus 24x plus 9, and then you close, okay? So there we say plus, we have c 4x minus 3 there plus d. So this is what we have. Okay. So now we can distribute. So we shall have 2x. Okay. Hopefully you're able to see. Minus 1 is equal to 64ax power 3. This a, I'm trying to distribute it. So I have 44 ax squared plus 108 ax minus 27a. Okay. Next, it will be this right here, b. Actually, we'll start with 16b x squared. I'm distributing this b minus 24b x plus, okay, 9b. I'm done with this b. I've come to c plus 4cx minus 3c plus d. There, okay? So we are at this point. So now at this point, this is where now we need to match things. So we check the degree, the highest degree here is what? It's power 3. So we'll get this one. And then check the other side. Do we have anything with x power 3? No. So we just say 64, okay? 64 right here. A will be equal to 0 because we can't see anything here with the power 3, okay? So we'll call this as our equation 1. Equation 2, we shall say this, we come to the actually power 2. So we have got this thing with power 2, so negative 144 a, okay, it has got power 2. Do you have any other thing with power 2? It's right here, 16. So plus 16b will be equal to the other side here. We check, do we have anything with power 2? No, so we'll say equal to 0. Okay, so we go to the next equation. So this time around, x without or x power 1. So we check, we have got this one, 108a, okay. Next, it's this one minus 24b. Next, it's this one plus 4c is equal to, do you have anything with x here? Yes, there is a 2, so we say equal to 2. So this is 3 actually. So we go to 4. So 4 without x, anything without x, we have got it, negative 27a plus, is it plus? Yes, plus 9b, this 9 right here equals 27, 9 minus 3c, this one, plus a d there. This will say equal to negative 1, okay? This negative 1, it has no x. So these are the 4 equations that we need to deal with, okay? So from here, we can now start solving the equations. We find the values. So value of a, so we can say, we start with C, the 64a is equal to 0. We divide by 64 by 64. So our a value will be equal to 0. So we have found the value of a as 0. So it's very important we start with the easier equation like this one. Next, we'll go to this one since we have a. So it's 144a plus 16b, which is equals to 0. So here we solve. For b, we shall put a here, a, which is a 0 here, plus 16. B will be equal to 0. So this thing is equals to 0. 16b is equal to 0. There by 16, divide by 16. Our b, of course, will be equal to a 0. So b is equal to 0. So now since b is equals to 0, we can come to this other equation. So say 108a plus, minus 2, 24b plus 4c will be equal to a 2, this one. So now we put 0. We know that this is 0. This will just be a 0. And if you put a 0 here, this will also be a 0. We shall remain with 4c is equal to 2. To solve for c, we divide by 4, divide by 4. We are getting c to be equal to 1 over 2. 2 into 2, 1 into 4 is 2. So this is what we are getting. So we've got a value of c right here. A is here, B is right here. So now we're remaining with D. So for D, we copy this equation right here. So it's a negative 27A plus 9B minus 3C plus D is equal to 1. Okay? So now this, of course, it will give us a 0 because the value of A is 0. For B to give us this one, so we shall remain with this right here. Actually, here it's negative 1. Negative 1. Okay. So now, provided we know the value of C, which is 1 over 2. So we shall put 1 over 2 at C plus D there is equal to negative 1. We solve. We have negative 3 over 2 plus D is equal to negative 1. So we solve for D. We have this right here. When we group the like terms, of which when we work it out, we shall get our D to be equal to 1 over 2 right here. So now we have these values. We have the D here, the C is right here, the B, where is it? It's over here, and A is here. Okay? So now we get these and put them here. I want you to see very careful. Here, we know that this is 0, 0, okay? So where we have 0, we just ignore. Here we have 0, we ignore. Here we have 1 over 2, and also here 1 over 2. So we get these two, okay? So let me just copy so that we see nicely what we are talking about. So we have A over 4x minus 3 plus B over 4x minus 3 power 2 plus C, okay, over 4x minus 3 power 3 plus D over 4x minus 3 power 4. There. So we know, looking at what we did here, we know that the values that we've found, okay, I'll start with A. Let me put it here. So the value of A is equal to 0, B is 0, C is 1 over 2, D is 1 over 2, right here, okay? So now we shall substitute. So we have 0 over 4x minus 3 plus 0 over 4x minus 3 power 2 there. We have 1 over 2 over 4x minus 3 and power 3 there plus 1 over 2 4x minus 3 power 4. Okay. So our area of interest now will just be on these two. This and this are gone, okay? So now we shall say 1 over 2 over, okay, 4x minus 3 power 3. So we integrate this one plus, actually with respect to the x. with respect to x. Next, we do the same here, 1 over 2, 4x minus 3, like that, dx. So we are at this point now where we need to integrate. So we shall integrate by u substitution. So looking at how this is, so let's start with this one. Looking at how it is here. This one, the power, I mean the numerator can be written outside the integral like this. Like that. Okay? Like this. Okay? Here plus the same here outside like this. So this is what we have. So now we'll start with this one. So we let u will be equal to 4x minus 3. What is right here? So it will now be, uh, we will now find the du dx. So du dx of this one, it will be just a 4. You differentiate this with respect to x. Next is now to say du will be equal to dx, and then this one comes right here. In short, I'm making dx subject of the formula. So this one will be divided both sides. So it will come here. This one will be multiplied, cross multiplication. Okay. So now that we have got these things, uh, I'm just focusing on this right here. We'll come to this one later. So we just focus on this one. So we shall have 1 over 2, 1 over 2, okay? The integral there, the numerator there is 1 over, we've got 1 over u power 3. Remember we said let u is equal to this right here. So we just substitute. And now here, where there is dx here, we will put du over 4. So it will be du over 4 right there. And we close, okay? So now we integrate now, okay? So this right here can be multiplied, or we can multiply it, okay, since it's a constant, by the constant which is outside here. So we will remain with this right here, okay. And then here we integrate. Before we integrate, we make this one become a numerator, okay, just like that. Indices here, laws of indices. So we shall have 1 over 8. The laws of integration, we add, okay, a 1, and we also divide by that, of which this one will give us this right here, and we have a u power negative 2 there. Here we shall have a negative 2. We multiply by negative 2, we shall have negative 16. Okay, and this plus c, okay, of which this one can be related nicely like this. Negative 1 over 16, okay. Okay, and we have this right here, like that, okay. Hopefully you're following what is happening here. So laws of indices have brought it down, okay. So this will just be negative 1 over 16 u power 2 plus c. So now we can put back, or we can substitute the value of u. What's the value of u here is right here, 4x minus 3. Okay. 4x minus 3 power 2 plus c. So we have solved one part. We go to the next part also. So the next part we do the same. We say let u be equal to 4x minus 3. So du dx will be equal to 4. Du over 4 here is equal to dx. We make dx subject of the formula. So next, we now integrate. Okay, so we shall have something like this, 1 over 2, okay? The integral of 1, okay, right there. This time around we have a 4, okay? Right here, power 4. So we do the same like we did here. This and this be multiplied. We have this right here, like that. Next, almost the same steps. The denominator becomes the numerator, okay? Like that, so that it's easier for us to integrate. Here we have this, and here we add the 1, we have negative 3 divided by negative 3. This step right here. So I've just written this part. We subtract like we did here. Even say plus c, okay? Next here will be to multiply these two. We have negative 1 over 24. And here we have a u power negative 3 plus c. We bring it down. We have something like this. Power 3 here plus c. And our final answer will be to bring back or to substitute back the u, okay, which is 4x minus 3 power 3 plus c. So now that we have these two, this and this, and remember we were adding here, okay? We were adding them here, right here. So now we can write our final answer as negative 1 over 16 4x minus 3 power 2 plus, actually now it will be minus because of this negative sign here, minus 1 over 24 4x minus 3 power 3 plus c. So this is our solution. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment, and also like the video. Bye-bye.